My name is Kevin. Welcome to my channel, Solo Survivor Trekker. And I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to make a shelter if you're lost in the woods. Let me turn it around here for you. Now this shelter was made out of your simple tarp. You can find a Walmart, any sporting goods store. And the ideal key on making this is actually taking your tarp and trying to put it up high with a rope and trying to attach the rope on a tree stump, as you can see. You just want to loop the rope in all the holes that the tarp has. And as I back out here, you can kind of see exactly what I'm talking about here. This will keep rain and snow and off of you. The issue is, like in the mountains, the wind changes so fast, so it can be coming from the north, it can be coming from the south, so it's very hard to predict where the wind is going to come. But as you see, I have the tarp up high to keep as much shelter and cover as I possibly can. It covers the top and the bottom. So this is just your basic shelter, here. And what I've done here is I've taken the string, looped it in the holes here, and I put it through this hole and that hole, and I just basically looped it around. So if you're lost, this is a temporary shelter. You do need to have a fire, but this will get you through the night. And this is just a short-term, sustainability shelter. It's not long-term. You're not gonna stay hours outside, and I hope to God that you are found if you are ever lost. But if you can see, I've taken rope and I've tied it on the tree trunks here, and that's what you want to do is loop the rope around the tree trunks here, because it gets windy. Last night it snowed. Yeah, man, it's April 24th and it stormed. And I was in my three-season tent and I was still cold. So just imagine being stuck out here, and it's storming and it's windy. And there's another shelter that I'm going to show you how to make if it's very bad. But as you can see, this is a temporary shelter for a short-term sustainability. And this will do the job. You will be cold. You will definitely be cold. But if you have a fire, then it's going to help you, stay warm. And what you can do is you can set a fire like here. And the heat will actually radiate against the shelter coming back at you. And if you have another tarp, you can actually set a tarp in this section, or set up a bunch of a makeshift shelter out of wood too, so you get the heat, it gets trapped in you. And if you are very cold, you can take rocks and put them in the fire and put the rocks right next to you. Maybe not on the shelter, on the tarp. It might burn it, get it hot, and you might get burnt. But you can place the rocks outside right here, so the heat radiates off of your body and it hits the shelter. So you should stay pretty, warm. Now, if you have to, if it's snowing, you can take this tarp that I've wrapped around the tree, take it off of this tree, and actually put it around this tree and take the rope and tie it on the bottom and the top, so it basically looks like an igloo or it looks like a teepee, so you're encapsulated. And that's pretty much my advice. But you know, this is a makeshift shelter. It took me maybe 20 minutes because, you know, this is my first time making one, and I was trying to get the knots right. And I was actually using paracord to make this shelter, but I also use a thicker rope too that you can find at any store. And I personally don't advise it because making knots was not easy. The paracord has like 7 strings in it, and you can do so much with paracord, and it's lightweight. If I can find the paracord that I have right here. So what you want to do is get a paracord like this, not camouflage, but I advise, if you're lost, if you're hiking, take orange paracord, because orange paracord is going to be more visible to the rescuers and a chopper. So this is what I strongly advise people to do. Bring orange paracord, and I'm going to show you that here pretty soon. You can buy it at any store. Just look for orange paracord. And as I was talking about, there's so many strings inside of this paracord. If you look at here, you got so many strings. There's about 7 strings here. And you can actually use all of these strings to make a shelter, tie knots, tie the tarp, because there's only one strand of paracord. And if you run out of paracord, then you can always take the strands of string from the paracord and make more knots, tie down your shelter, tie down 2 log sticks to make a shelter. This is $5.50 paracord. I strongly recommend you go to your store right now, then you purchase a strand of paracord. And this is what it comes in. This also comes in a bigger roll, like 1,000 feet. You can find that Cabela's. You can find that sportsmanguide.com, Priority Sportsman Warehouse. And I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to show you the orange paracord. I don't have it on me. And there's another way that people can find you too, as this tarp is not orange. And even if you use orange paracord, they might have a hard time trying to find you in the sky. So I want to show you another method that you can use to actually be seen, be visible to a chopper, to rescuers. So I'm going to shut it off, and I'm going to get exactly what I was talking about. Stay tuned. This is Soul Survivor Trekker. Stay tuned for part 2. Thank you.